10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Fnatic's turn to pick. Dire team pick.
Welcome back, game number 2 here in this best of 3 for the ESL One Manila Southeast Asian Qualifiers. I'm Durkit in the JD Studios, and this is the last quarterfinal. We're going to be heading through to semi-final soon, but we have this best of 3 to crack on with. Beyond Infinity against Fnatic. Game number 1 went the way of the Malaysians. Beyond Infinity, they've got some work to do to get themselves back into this. The trouble is, they've given mid1 his Invoker. And Scant, my co-caster, what do you think about this?
They clearly value Raya's bats and DJs Enchantress high. Maybe that's, I think last game when they planned to pick the Chen, they banned the Enchantress, not the bounty. Maybe they just really are afraid of DJs Enchantress, which is a pretty scary pickup itself. And super interesting to me that Fnatic themselves ban the bounty, but the way it works out, because they ban bounty, now the Chen pick is actually much more open. And we did talk last game about how the bounty, like DJ's bounty, didn't really have that much of a direct impact early on, but he was stealing XP from the Chen. He was quite trouble to the Chen. He was forcing a lot of sentry ward pickups, and without him in the game, I think this is a very different Chen. DJ's Chen. You start this conversation talking about mid-ones and Book. I feel like those are like equal level priority picks for the team. They're both fantastically good at those heroes, and Fnatic absolutely in their comfort zone.
That bounty hunter kind of looked at him as like level 2, and he jumped up to level 4 after he leashed experience from stacks, and jumped up to like level 8 without even getting any kills or too many assists or anything like that. So see where they head with this one. With the Slark banned out, Beyond Infinity starts off with some pretty good vision games so far. Night Stalker Zeus back into the Darks here, so probably the NS plus DS dual offlane with again the double iron shells to try and apply some pressure, but Fnatic instantly respond. Juggernaut, and we're getting through this pretty quickly. Both teams kind of know what they want and where they want to head with it. Juggernaut to deal with the double iron shell, the silence and the aggression from Night Stalker. While Ember Spirit from Beyond Infinity is a little more interesting. What's the idea behind that one?
Just very good at the heroes. I mean, this is almost like a classic Vega draft. Vega used to run this core of Ember Spirits and Zeus, or Ember Spirit and Quap. Usually with the offlane Darks. Then Night Stalker is a hero that if you look at it, counts all of their heroes. So goes really well with them in terms of the vision. Like the vision game, when you have Ember Spirit, obviously great, and Ember Spirit good with Darks here. With the Zeus, you've got like the dual huge physical AoE damage and also huge magical AoE damage. The biggest concern with this kind of core, and it's something that I saw Vega run into many times in the past, is they're extremely weak at killing buildings. It's a really strange thing to say, but sometimes it's been the deciding factor in a lot of games I've seen recently, that teams that make kills win fights these convert objectives, and Beyond Infinity's lineups is like one of the weakest lineups I've ever seen. It's converting a kill into an objective. They just, Night Stalker hit a tower is probably like the best thing they have going, like so some of the clear creeps, but something that maybe will come back to bite them later on the draft is Fnatic's really back for the big themselves this time, and probably going to be a higher playing slow.
I'm going to quickly restart the Skype call because hopefully things maybe sound a little bit better. Sant?
Hello?
It's a little bit rough, but you are fully breaking up.
Side, right?
It's all on my side. There's something wrong with, I don't know, the wires in this room. I'm not sure. We need to rip things apart and build them all up again. But it should be okay for now. Should be okay.
So in the final game of the best of 3 defense faced OG at the Shanghai Mansion, after also Fnatic had won game 1 and game 2 they like horribly thrown. Game 3 they came and they just punched back hard, and what they had there was a higher playing next off lane, DJ on the Chen. I remember very clearly, DJ got a save the torment at the start of the game, and he sent it to the top lane, and I think the higher was even just controlling it. And the Nyx plus the Tormentor just completely destroyed the safe lane of OG in that game. So I just wondered, with the similar combination, yeah,
10 seconds.
of the plan, that
remaining.
Nyx Assassin plus a Chen creep just like beat the safe. It
5
really can.
seconds
What
remaining.
the HP regen from Sata is what, 4? 5?
6.
Reserve
6.
time.
And then you have Nyx Assassin with like 2 mangoes or something. Yeah, he had 10 HP regen a second with a couple of mangoes. It was absolutely ridiculous. They just couldn't harass him, they couldn't touch him. We'll see what they do. That one. Beyond Infinity, final pick up here. Ember, Zeus, Darkseer, they're 3 core, so it looks like they do need that kind of hard 5 support hero. So Maiden wouldn't be a bad shout up against the Chen. Try and get that Frostbite down onto creeps and control things up. Give that good mana aura across to the Darkseer and Night Stalker on top of all of that. I mean, all of these heroes they really do love. That's a brilliant aura from Jaina. Crystal Maiden will be good for them, but it's the Treant Protector. So this Ember Spirit, they're going to try and turn him into a lawnmower. Living Armor, Iron Shell, and Flame Guard. Maybe try and run him into some aggressive positions here, while Fnatic, they've got their Nyx, Chen, and now a Rubik. Rubik, a hero that we don't see too often, but 343 is going to be picking that one up.
Yeah, it's actually, I think this might be Rubik's least popular patch. Like, if you look at the data on most picked heroes of all time, I think Rubik in professional Dota has been picked over 6,000 times, and then the next highest hero is like in the 4,000s. But Rubik is actually the key #1 mispicked hero in all-time Dota 2 professional history, and the fact that it's surprising in this patch, I think, is actually kind of stand out. I'm not sure if it's just because there's so many popular supports, and Rubik historically has been almost that hero that's, when there's no particular support behind this game, you get the Rubik, because it's always pretty good. I don't know if they took up this game, there's like, I don't know, there's great things to steal. You can get the tree LT, you can get the, it's good to start an initiation on the Ember Spirits, and good against Darkseer Surge too. I suppose those would be some of the reasons.
Well, Net's Juggernaut is going to make the run up towards top, while mid one is yet to level anything up. I mean, usually we see him just go for the Exalt and throw a Sunstrike out to give vision. But he doesn't do the Sunstrike in the fountain. Oh, there we go. As I say it, he does go for the Sunstrike in the fountain. But when I've seen him playing Invoker recently, maybe it's more a dire side thing, but he likes to delay the Sunstrike and try and scout out Radiant Jungle for if people are like moving in or out of this area here. Wondering if he'd do the same thing on the Radiant side to throw a nice little Sunstrike down in this area, but just tries to give vision over near the fountain. Swifty. There's Zeus, Fairy Fire, and Clarity. Early bottle rush for the Zeus. Try and get that up quickly as you
They're gonna
can.
swap. I think Beyond Infinity are gonna swap. Yeah, they're swapping lanes, and if you look at that iron drawn by Jay, I think he might have seen they swapping lanes. They might swap lanes too, because it was so clever by Fnatic recognizing this. It's actually easier to go
It's
against
bad again.
yeah.
It's bad again.
Sound okay now?
Yeah.
Battle begins.
I'm not gonna say it sounds okay, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, and it's for you as well. It's not just for the stream, right? This is what you hear.
Yeah. It's for both. Let's see if it's. Usually it kind of sorts itself out and the connection kind of stabilizes, but I don't know.
I'll try to be a bit less talkative for now.
Well, see if things can move themselves forward. There's 343, Rubik up at top, Juggernaut as well. Going to be this aggressive dual lane, and like you said, Beyond Infinity. You swap their lanes around, so it's Darkseer and Night Stalker up towards the top lane. And it's already a spin and telekinesis down to no chance. The Darkseer is dropping low, and they're going to try and dive for this one. No, Net backs himself away, the Sunstrike is thrown out.
Top tower.
And Net is now one under a bit of trouble, a bit of pressure with this Iron Shell chased out by Batasai. And Net, is he actually going to die here with the Void thrown out? Is the Juggernaut that's actually dropping low, and the first blood goes the way of Beyond Infinity. The Juggernaut, he's the first one to drop, and 343 is getting chased out with another Void not available there from Batasai. Night Stalker, not going to get another one.
Yeah, Darkseer and Night Stalker is actually a really strong lane. That's why I thought that Fnatic were trying to dodge it, and intelligently Beyond Infinity noticed that and just dodged themselves, did the reverse dodge. And it's, I don't know, you can kind of see why Fnatic want to get ahead in the lane, go for a really early kill attempt, because then that lane's not going to present a threat. You get punished for it, it ends up working exactly the opposite direction. Like they think it might give them an early lead in what should be a difficult lane, and instead it makes the difficult lane almost guaranteed to be a difficult lane.
Oh, Nyx Assassin, Ohio, he's got a Wild Wing Ripper behind him. Tornado, not a Satyr, but still causing a few little issues here for Blizzard and Zedis Bug down in his bottom lane. Ember Spirit, how's he looking? 6-1 as the Treant just trying to throw these living armors back over onto his friendly heroes, but Zeus has finally got his bottle and he's ferrying it back and forth. Oh, wait a second, what's he doing? You've got to oh, no, you've got to refill your bottle, man. Refill your bottle. You're gonna get his boots. Wait, what's going on here? He's bringing an empty bottle to himself. Do you know? No.
You know what?
Dire's top tower is under
What?
attack.
The rune that he knows about, or
Maybe.
there's a. I think the error there, right? I think, I don't know if you've ever noticed this in your games before, but if you press the hotkey on the courier, which says fetch your items, retrieve items or whatever, it doesn't always go into range to fill your bottle. You have to actually like physically tell the courier to go a bit closer. And I actually think that's sort of a weird design after the game. Like I feel like if it's going close enough to fetch your items, it should always be close enough to refill your bottle, but it isn't. That's not how it works. You have to actually make sure it goes in.
The way I've kind of worked around this, like I know of that bug, well not bug, but kind of feature of Dota 2, and the hotkey they added what a year ago, where like you know there's the one hotkey for retrieve items and bring to you, and then there's a speed burst hotkey. They work with bottle refilling, but the actual hotkeys of the courier itself, where you know you press collect items and then you try and shift queue it up, they don't work. And there's always like little weird things like that, right? Because with mid lane, let's say you're dire side, if you have your courier just like under the ramp, you can actually collect your bottle and send it to you. But you cannot use the hotkeys that say collect items and then bring, because it has to go back into the fountain. There's like these little trigger areas that they have to go and hit before that happens. And it's just, I don't know, it's one of those weird things where it adds an element of unnecessary micro. Because
Yeah.
there are hotkeys that should be able to do exactly what they say on the tin. But regardless, it's just Dota 2 things, honestly. DJ and 343 gonna smoke themselves up and head down towards the bottom lane as Ohio does have his double mango, as well as the Tango's gonna heal himself up. So it's probably gonna be the Treant that gets caught out first with the Hellbear running itself in, 343. But he needs to send the Sunstrike, and with his damage output, they will get themselves a kill on the Treant.
Again, this is going to be an Ohio Nyx Assassin that gets very early level 6, probably gets a very early Arcane Boots, and it's going to be scary. It's going to be very, very different than we saw in the previous series earlier on today, which felt like a non-draftable match of the game.
Oh, level 5 Darkseer. He's got his Arcane Boots ahead of the Soul Ring. Kind of interesting. And I guess he's sustaining not only himself, but yeah, the Night Stalker as well, keeping his mana topped up and fresh. No chance, decides to go for that one, so it's offlane Juggernaut, all in his lonesome for now. How's the Invoker doing mid though? 29-16 against the 14-0 of Zeus. Mid one is demolishing this lane, absolutely crushing him.
Yeah, well, this is something I've seen happen before. Zeus is a hero we always say doesn't get that out farm because you can just stand back and like no matter what. Invoker is one of the few heroes that has such high right-click damage early on, especially if you go the Exalt build, that you can kind of time the... You know, Zeus waits for the creep to be on, I don't know what, 10% HP or something before you spam, and then Invoker can already be throwing the attack before then. It's one of the better heroes to deny creeps against.
And with a Forge Spirit as well, it's incredibly good. And I'm gonna go for another smoker up here as 343 and DJ. The pairing worked out pretty well so far. They are dealing with two very tanky heroes up on this top lane. No chance of Batasai. Maybe if Net can bait this one out, and he's going to do so. Double Arm Shell is going to come through, but he turns around with a spin as well. And now telekinesis into the Clap and stun from the Mud Golem. They drop the wall as well, but no chance. He's going to try and retreat away from this one with a surge back to his tier 1. Living armor through. Fnatic, they get yet another kill. A great rotation in, and maybe now a push onto the tier 1.
And the Nyx Assassin not even involved there, just getting some free space in the safe lane, has gotten arcane boost, has got level 6, but not feeling the pressure to get involved just yet, and I feel like that's a sign of really being in a comfortable position if you're Fnatic. Like, your Invoker's dominating mid lane, your Nyx Assassin got online early, but doesn't actually feel the need to do anything with it, and you're still killing, pressuring a tower at least on the other side of the map.
Oh, Treant comes to punch across this ward, and Forge Spirit. This Forge Spirit, not these just yet. He's about to hit that level 8 point with a double Forge coming up for mid one soon. He hasn't felt the need to even stack up counts for himself. That's how easily this lane has been going for him. Sitting at 3,200 net worth. And Midas is going to be here by like 8 minutes. An insane start for him while down at bottom, Ohio. You got to be careful. He burns through all of Blizzard's mana. It does mean that this Ember Spirit has to go and get a rune somewhere or try and ferry that bottle back. The Nyx Assassin. Hello there.
They're not going to expect this. They will not expect Nyx Assassin to be this part of the map.
Yeah, because he shoved his lane so far forward, they kind of think he's going to be standing away in the trees somewhere, hiding. Ohio's actually TP'd mid, runs up towards the top. The Not does die up there as 343 gets taken out by the tower. The Sunstrike through also no chance. He drops him low and gets the kill with DJ. With that test of faith, clears him up. But Nyx has to try and get something else out of this with Baptistine. He wants to kill off these creeps, but the stun off the mark doesn't land from Ohio. He misses out on it.
Yeah, Night Stalk is a bit too fast at night time. It's difficult to hit that stun.
For you.
I think Ohio's ulti was running out as well, so he felt the need to go now. Otherwise, he might have wanted to wait for the rock golem as well to pull a boulder. Golem.
What a golem. And when they split, they become shard golems. Or babby ones. Well, still, even if Fnatic do lose a couple of heroes up at top, they've got this Invoker doing pretty nicely, and they've swapped net now down to this bottom lane, so he'll get some good free farm time at the very least over here. While Ohio, he's got this level advantage, he's level 7. Should be able to deal pretty nicely with the rest of these Beyond Infinity heroes of the Saturblast. Gets thrown across the tree line into that Dark Seer. Mid one's Invoker, level 8, double Forge Spirit, and Zeus just cannot withstand that kind of damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's just not, I actually think Zeus should probably be looking to rotate around the map, make some kills, because he's going to get scraps from this lane, but he's going to consistently get less than Invoker, and going to lock himself down.
Diving in up at the top. We're looking for a bit of damage there, but the spin from net will save him down at bottom lane. Nyx Assassin, Ohio, here with the Vendetta, pops it down onto no chance. The Sunstrike is coming through and actually clear up the kill nicely. Baptistine turns to try and battle through, but telekinesis back into the Satterblast as well. Where's the stun? There's no more disables. That's it, get one.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm still looking for something potentially. I'm not sure what he can get. There is a Zeus ulti up, but he's got no other backup. And I guess the reason Zeus stays mid is just to try and protect the tower.
Oh, this
because
Night
definitely
Stalker.
goes-
He walked into the Chen creeps.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked away from that lane because I was pretty sure he's not going to get anything done there.
Well, he didn't. He literally walked into Chen creeps, then died to a Nyx stun with the damage output from the rest of them. So I thought he could maybe accomplish something, but a TP towards mid here from the Dark Seer. For mid one's Invoker, surge forward. But level 1 vacuum just punches him once, boops him on the nose, and he walks himself away. This mid one not really too afraid of that. So yeah, he got himself like an 8-minute Midas, up to 800 gold or something like that. 10 minutes in now, and this Invoker's having a crack in time. As Ohio drops his arcane boots in front of the tower to get the full efficiency from DJ's arcane. Well, that's not too bad. 10-minute boots of travel there for Mr. Blizzard. He doesn't have Ring of Aquila, drums or anything like that. No early game items here for your Ember Spirit, just full on to travel.
They're going to try and kill that one, and I think they might just be able to.
And with the vacuum back, he heals himself up. The Thunder God's Wrath is there as well, but the stun in here from Ohio with the Nyx Vendetta. Clears up the Ember Spirit. A 1-for-1 trade so far, but Nyx will drop right after.
All things considered, a good trade for Beyond Infinity, like finally finding what move to make in the game. But they're getting behind on map control, they're getting behind on map presence. Not long before their tier 1 mid dies. They've lost their tier 1 top. They're gonna have to keep dealing with the threat of the Nyx.
This Chen, compared to the one from the previous game, DJ is going to have a really fast Arcane's mech timing. Where has he got the headdress? Pretty much got that buckler done as well. Where are Beyond Infinity going to try and move themselves? Because top lane, Sure enough, you can farm one hero, but that's going to be the Darkseer for now, trying to get his own mech, unless he gets here. Being scouted out a little bit by the Chen creeps, but Fnatic realize they don't really have the damage to kill him off, while Swifty, he's farming jungle. Tier 1's being shoved in by mid 1, the Invoker with double forge, making short work of the Tier 1 tower, and even with the glyph. Batasai, not really the strongest hero to hold up against this.
Tried very hard to keep it up. I saw the Treant actually use living armor on the tower twice, just healing it up, protecting it, but it looks like it's probably going to go down regardless.
With that next mana burn, Batasai does not have the mana pool to try and deal with it. Level 3 already up to as Ohio's hit that level 9 point. Gen creeps all wander themselves across. Tower is now in deny range though. Maybe something that Fnatic should have been paying attention to a little more with those Forge Spirits. They want to try and bait Beyond Infinity into trying to start to deny the tower while they run themselves forward into this. Nyx will Vendetta down towards the south, the Bounty Rune is there, but Batasai? Light Stalker. Ohio doesn't want to give away his position. Any intel there across the Swifty as he's looking for a kill on this Treant down at bottom lane, actually pinging out, making sure Net realizes what kind of position he's in.
Not going to be a deny on the tower, the tree actually heals it again, so they're kind of tormenting Fnatic saying, look, you got to finish this tower off, otherwise the fact that we have a tree means it's just going to keep getting healed up and up.
Just buying a lot of time though for your Ember Spirit. Going back into the drums, Darkseer should have his mech complete in 100 gold. Well, this Night Stalker's not underfarmed either, you know, 3k gold, he's got earned phase boots, he's not looking too bad. It's just the Treant. This guy has brown boots only. He's got levels, he's level 7, sure enough. But he just will not be able to get any semblance of farm this game.
I almost feel like if we bought an Iron Talon instead of boots, you'd have gotten a lot more of the map. I don't know if it's been that important for him to actually be at the lane for the last few minutes, like, especially the last 5 minutes. Like, he probably could just be farming the jungle.
Radiant's top
Smoke here,
tower
maybe,
is under attack.
from Beyond Infinity. They all group themselves up. Not actually
How
gonna
much he's healed that mid tower though. I mean,
It was on 127 HP, but 343 goes in with the telekinesis. Net is fast. Stop for a little back. He's back. Actually, Net is going to die. Thundergle's Wrath is there, and Ohio with 343. They've got to retreat themselves away. Big ulti's expended, but with the Searing Chains from Blizzard going to come through. Oh, he's waiting for it. Maybe you're looking for a secondary kill onto Ohio, but no vision there for them. Fnatic with an interesting, aggressive move behind the tier 1.
I feel like that move is actually again about the tower. They're like, we're sick and tired of you healing this tower, protecting it. We're gonna just pick someone off at the tower, and then we can actually group and force the tower and not have to play your silly games. Stalker lives here, right? So yeah. His TP's about to finish.
Yeah, there's no stun. They already Sentinel stumped before, and Batasai makes the correct decision to get himself away. But mid lane, there's a
DJ has a nuke.
Ooh. Ooh.
It could be very close. It could be very, very close.
300 pure damage nuke. He needs to do another 130 damage with these creeps. And that's if he gets the max damage, right?
Yeah. I think, are the creeps busy backswinging or they're all about to hit? That's the question.
I think percentage-wise, Night Stalker escapes here. Yeah.
So.
But Invoker does get the kill on the Darkseer at mid with the Sunstrike.
The mid tower stays up. The magical power of a Treant Protector. He's essentially built a tower this game. He's created a new tower.
Yeah, he's given it 900 HP. He's literally healed it for 900 HP over the past couple of minutes. Oh, TP up the top. Who's coming in? DJ with 343. These two supports want to make something happen, but it's an Ember Spirit up at top lane. Doesn't wait, he does have a remnant somewhere. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, it's down near the Ancients. The Dire Ancients. See? The lens over on your Zeus. And at this point, it's just people TPing to lanes to try and stop this push in.
Going to be, yeah, blink timing on Nyx. Really early timing. Like, if you're considering him an offlaner. It's hard to say he's an offlaner in this game, but really, really good timing. And I think that might signal the stepping up the aggression somewhat for Fnatic, unless they want to wait for the chance to finish mech, but I think that the next blink is the big item actually.
I mean, I keep feeling worried for Nets and the fact that he's not farming spectacularly. He's died 3 times with no kills. Backing back, the attempt to deny there actually succeeds from no chance, but Net will TP himself away with that spin, giving them the safety to do so. Yeah, I keep looking at net and thinking, hey, he's died 3 times, his farm has been pretty poor, but he's still 3rd in net worth. He's just behind the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, they'll be more than happy with that. And Fnatic take the bot out of the mid tower, had so much attention on it, and now they're ready to all group around that mid tower. They've got the blink on the next, they've got the mech on the Chen. And I think this Treant, all his hard work healing this tower is probably about to be undone. I mean, it looks like Beyond Infinity might actually just group up and try and take a team fight.
They've got all their ultimates available. Ember Spirit is low on HP and mana though, and might need to bottle himself up with 16-minute rune down at the bot spot, which is what he's aiming towards. With Zeus actually spamming out Arc Lightning, there's no more push in here from Fnatic. They have to spread, they have to go back to farming. Ohio goes into Vendetta mode. Someone on their lonesome, but wards, observer wards, reveal, and everything being placed out here by Beyond Infinity, and they know the potential for Fnatic to jump in onto them with Nyx, Vendetta stun, and Sunstrike. Anyone really can be killed off. You just push Blizzard down to bottom lane. The Zeus is enough on his own to clear creep waves. The rest of the heroes are here just to make sure he doesn't die. But it's going to be the Treant. He's caught. Vendetta into stun. Sunstrike will land as well with the dust out, and that's a kill. Back onto the Invoker again, as Mid One pushes himself up to 3-1 and 3. 8.6k net worth, but they're going to try and chase down 3-4-3. Ow, what is he doing there? Behind the tier 1. Looking for something, but the Chen creeps come through. Blizzard, he's been stunned up. The back at the wall. It's like a 4-man wall. The lag is real though, with the Night Stalker coming through the back. But it's still the Ember Spirit that drops. No chance on the front line. Closed up and killed off. And new damage is there. From 100 to 0 in a split second. A Mid One blink forward. The cold snap on the battle slide. The Sunstrike not going to be on the mark. They still get 4 kills out of this team fight. And DJ with a triple. Only losing 3-4-3, and guess what, Scant? They get the tier 1 at long last.
Yeah, the follow-up is just not there, unfortunately. It's a very big Darkseid vacuum and wall, but Chen just mechs it all off, and the Nyx right before it stunned everyone. Speaking of Chen, is this a new feature? If you scroll over mechanism, it's like actually count on the cooldown. Have you seen that before?
Oh, I've never seen that before. I've never looked for it. Like, I can't remember the last time I hovered over mech, you know? It's...
Yes. Yeah, it seems like, I'm just looking at other items, it seems like that's the thing that items have.
Huh! Oh my god! When did that...
For observers.
When did that get added?
No idea. Oh.
That's pretty cool. Mid One in a bit of trouble. Tornado throughs, drops his Aegis, and the rest of them Beyond Infinity. They're actually grouping around here, looking to fight around the Roche Pit, but Treant. There's his ultimate spin through from then. He's still got the little roots and ivy leaves over him, but a surge away from no chance. We're getting back to safety. Battleside might be the target here, but it's a blink forward with the cold snap from Mid One, catching the dogs here. He's looking for the vacuum back onto the high ground, but the cold snap keeps rocking. He gets them up onto that cliff, but the final projectile out from the Invoker will finally clear him up, and a 2-kill swing there for Fnatic. But Beyond Infinity should be pretty happy they took the Aegis away from the Invoker.
It's Rubik's Store Overgrowth, didn't even have to use it, so definitely gonna have it for the next fight. It's gonna make them feel very confident, and honestly it's similar to the first game. I think Beyond Infinity look alright up until the point that the game becomes, you know, less composed, like complicated team fights. All of a sudden I just feel like they're being outplayed in those positions, and the game gets much more difficult for them and start to, you know, completely disappear from their reach.
Here comes the high ground push with no ultis available to Carpet straight on into the damage output that's got. He's got no buyback. This could just be game here potentially, with the Omnislash clearing up another in the background. Fnatic, triple remnant forward from Blizzard, but the back into the Ogre now from the Rubik. They are actually catching him, but I don't know. Fnatic really sustaining through it all with another wall dropped, and Rubik steals that back again. 3-4-3! Overgrowth hits the wall, and they've killed off a number of Beyond Infinity heroes. They're looking for the tier 3. Even with a living armor forward, they're not going to be able to heal through the DPS of Juggernaut with the Forge Spirit from Invoker. And Beyond Infinity, it might be lights out. There are still tier 2 standing here. They cannot transition into a second lane of racks at the very least.
Yeah, it's looking very, very grim for Beyond Infinity. Nightstalk actually TP'd outside the base, wants to wrap around. I don't know who he wants to wrap around on, but...
Sure either. Oh, Blizzard purge through the Flame Guard, and now with the mana burn and the stun, he'll try and remnant himself a little bit further back with Thundergod's Wrath. Takes out Ohio. And they should be able to find DJ here. The Ember Spirit has survived through it all, and with a final Thunderbolt from Swifty, you get the kill, and probably the remainder of the Chen creeps. Where's the Sunstrike going? It kills off Zeus. Mid one. With the help of his Forge Spirits, now finishes off his full Aghanim Scepter. The vacuum back from No Chance. He really wants to get as much out of this as he possibly can. There's a Purge, though, from the little Purge creep. Slows down the Dark Seer, but Night Stalker cures the kill and the gold.
It was actually really nice. Like, I was questioning what the Night Stalker was doing. He sort of pushed the Invoker and Juggernaut upwards, and then they just TP'd off, and that allowed for Night Stalker's teammates to kill the other people at the bottom. But
good timing. The blink into the Surge cancelled telekinesis, and he's stolen his Surge himself as well. So 343's got the speedy little spell. Looks like Fnatic want to try and finish off the mid-racks, or do they want to try and fight down a bottom lane? Blizzard. Oh, he's been changed, stunned, and now with the Sun Strike through, the damage output. Is he dead? Is he alive? Couldn't quite tell with the lag through there, but he does drop. They have any ability to remnant away to safety, while 343, oh, with mid one, they found the Night Stalker as well, and that's just a straight up dead man. Beyond Infinity. Don't know about defending your base, but defending your honor is definitely something they've got to try and do.
yeah, we did talk about earlier what Zeus things, but Zeus is getting caught out, and if Zeus is dead, there are no more Zeus things, and I feel like the only route to defend your high ground is... I always think a team with Zeus has like some semblance of items down their way for high ground defense, and if the pushing team doesn't compose themselves correctly, they can really get punished, but Zeus is not even alive anymore, neither is Tree, for that matter.
Oh dear lord. Where, what, how, who, when? Mid one just diving in behind freaking tier 3s and tier 4s. I'm looking back at the tier 2 has just been taken down, but GG is called. Swifty says, good game, well played, and congratulations. Mid one goes for the celebration meatball deafening blast, but that's it. 2-0 sweep here by Fnatic. 2 games in about 25 minutes each, as Beyond Infinity do get dropped out of the SEA qualifier here for ESL One Manila.
This Fnatic will now face up against the Mongolian team, right? And it's the... Am I right? The WG Unity are the ones facing the Vietnamese.
Correct.
Yeah. Have you watched the Mongols recently? I think I've seen them before, but...
I saw them beat First Departure, yeah, yesterday.